A flash flood tore through the dry creek bed, and Colton rode out at dawn to check his fence lines. Near the old cottonwood, he spotted a heavy trunk half buried in mud, its iron chains rusted tight. He dragged it to the bank, heart thumping, wondering what the furious water had finally coughed up. The trunk bore carved initials, EV and JV, entwined inside a crudely etched heart on the lid. That afternoon, a young traveling photographer named Iris arrived in town to document forgotten homesteads and landscapes. She stopped by Colton's ranch seeking directions, and her eyes fell instantly to the muddy chain trunk. Iris gasped, her face draining of color, and whispered that those initials matched her great-great-aunt, Eleanor Vance. Eleanor had vanished over a century ago, rumored to have run off with the infamous outlaw Jack Voss. Colton watched her trembling fingers trace the letters and knew this trunk held more than just old mud. He offered to break the chains, and Iris nodded, her eyes shimmering with the weight of generations. With a crowbar and effort, the link snapped, and the lid creaked open to release a dusty sigh. Inside lay a folded lace wedding dress, golden coins scattered across a bundle of yellowed letters tied with twine. Iris lifted the top letter with shaking hands, reading aloud the words of her long-lost ancestor. The letter described a secret elopement, a hidden strongbox, and an ambush that tore them apart forever. Jack Voss had written a final riddle on a scrap of leather tucked inside the wedding dress. It promised his buried strongbox near a hidden spring where he and Eleanor first kissed under moonlight. Colton recognized the description of the canyon, a place his own grandfather had called Lover's Hollow. Together, they decided to follow the riddle, packing the leather scrap and a lantern for the journey. They hiked into the Red Rock Canyon as the sun began its slow descent toward the rim. Iris shared stories of Eleanor, a spirited woman who defied her wealthy family for a forbidden cowboy. Colton listened quietly, feeling the parallel between Jack's devotion and a loneliness he had never named. The riddle led them past a bent juniper and a boulder shaped like a sleeping buffalo. At last, they found the hidden spring, still flowing clear and cold beneath a mossy rock overhang. Colton knelt and dug beneath the largest stone, his fingers soon striking a solid iron lockbox. They lifted it out together, the strongbox heavy with promise and sealed by a simple rusted clasp. Inside lay more gold coins, a silver locket with Eleanor's portrait, and Jack's final confession letter. Jack wrote that he buried everything to give Eleanor a future if she survived the ambush. But Eleanor never escaped, and the strongbox had waited over 100 years for this very moment. Iris wept as she read the confession, finally understanding the depth of her ancestors' courageous love. Colton gently placed the locket around her neck, telling her the legacy deserved to be worn proudly. She looked up at him, her tears catching the fading light, and felt a sudden profound peace. That night, they sat by the spring, sharing stories and discovering a connection neither expected to find. Iris confessed she had been wandering the West, searching for a story that felt like home. Colton admitted he had been sleeping through his days until the flood washed that trunk ashore. The discovery became not just a historical treasure, but the beginning of something new and alive. They returned to the ranch with the strongbox, the dress, and a promise to honor Eleanor. Iris decided to create a photographic exhibit telling the love story of the outlaw and his bride. Colton built a small gallery on the ranch where visitors could see the trunk and letters. The town, once skeptical of the outlaw legend, embraced the tale as a piece of their soul. Months later, as the exhibit opened, Colton took Iris back to the hidden spring at sunset. He knelt on the same mossy stones and asked her to write the next chapter with him. She said yes, and the gold coins in the strongbox became a fund for the town's history. They were married in a quiet ceremony, with the lace wedding dress displayed nearby as a blessing. Their love felt like a continuation, a story the canyon had been waiting to finish for decades. The old trunk now sits in the gallery, the chains removed, a symbol of freedom and reunion. School children visit to learn that even outlaws can love deeply enough to bury treasure for their beloved. Iris and Colton often walk the creek bed, grateful for the storm that unearthed a forgotten miracle. Their children grow up hearing the story, knowing that sometimes floods wash away the dirt to reveal destiny. The strongbox coins were never spent, kept as a testament that true wealth is found in love. Our channel exists to bring you these hidden Western stories, where ranchers and photographers change the landscape forever. We journey through forgotten canyons and dusty trunks to uncover the tales that make the frontier eternal. Every video is a campfire where we share mysteries that still breathe beneath the vast open sky. If you long for romance etched in canyon stone and strongboxes waiting under a sacred spring, subscribe now. We post fresh legends weekly, each one a lost key turning in a lock of the heart. Your likes and comments fuel our next adventure. So tell us what treasure you would hide for love. Drop a trunk emoji if you believe the best things are uncovered after the hardest storms pass. We read every comment by lantern light, cherishing your words as part of our trail family forever. Share this story with someone who needs to believe that true love leaves a strong box of hope. A simple like can carry this legend across the plains to another searching soul out there alone. We pour weeks of dusty research into each tale, driven by our passion for the untamed West. Your presence here is not just a view. It is the starlight guiding our journey through time. Remember, every legend starts with a curious heart and a willingness to pry open a rusted trunk. Colton and Iris proved that the past is never truly buried. It waits for the right hands. So, wherever you are, feel the weight of that trunk lid lifting, calling you to your own mystery. The West is not just a landscape. It is a promise that devotion outlasts ambush and flood. Thank you for riding this trail with us, partners. Your company makes every mile rich with meaning. We will see you at the next campfire, where another story waits under the silver stars. If you haven't yet, please subscribe now and join the Western Tales family of curious souls. Together, we will keep discovering that the greatest treasures are often hidden in plain muddy sight. A rancher, a photographer, a trunk, and a spring, woven into a legacy of love unbroken. Let this story be your locket, your strongbox, your reminder that healing begins when we dig deep. Now go out and find your own cottonwood, your own hidden spring, your own reason to believe. We are deeply grateful for your time, your heart, and your willingness to enter legend with us. Until the next tale unfolds, keep your boots dusty, your spirit open, and your heart ready. Please comment your favorite moment and share this legend with a kindred soul who needs Western wonder. And if this story stirred you, hit like and ring that bell for an even greater mystery.